Let go of the day, and let this story lead you softly into peace. Dan and the Fire Spirit. This story is about a kind-hearted boy named Dan and a fire spirit who bond over sharing and bring light and warmth to their village. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled at the edge of a vast forest, there lived a kind-hearted boy named Dan. He had a gentle soul and always looked for ways to help others, often sharing the little he had with those in need. One evening as the sun began to set, Dan was walking through the forest, carrying a bundle of firewood for his family. Suddenly, a bright light flickered in the corner of his eye, drawing him towards a clearing. There, he found a small, glowing figure sitting on a rock. "Hello," said Dan softly, not wanting to startle the creature. The figure turned, revealing itself to be a fire spirit, with flames gently flickering round it, like a living ember. "Hello, young one," the fire spirit replied, its voice warm and inviting. "I am in need of help. My flames are fading and I am growing cold. Can you share some of your firewood with me?" And without hesitation, Dan nodded and placed a few pieces of firewood beside the spirit. As soon as the wood touched the ground, the flames around the fire spirit grew brighter and warmer. "But isn't why," the spirit said, a soft smile spreading across its face. Dan stayed with the spirit, talking and sharing stories as the night grew darker. In return, the fire spirit taught Dan the secret of light and warmth, showing him how to create a fire even without wood. When the night ended, the fire spirit gifted Dan a small flame, one that would never go out, as a token of gratitude. Dan carried this flame back to his village, where it brought light and warmth to everyone. From that day forward, Dan and the fire spirit shared a special bond. Whenever Dan needed guidance or help, the fire spirit would appear, ready to assist and share its wisdom. They spent many nights in the forest, learning from each other and growing their friendship. The village, too, prospered, for Dan taught everyone how to make use of the endless flame he had received. Soon no one in the village ever went cold or dark again. And so, the tale of Dan and the fire spirit became a beloved story, passed down from generation to generation, teaching the importance of sharing and the warmth it brings into our lives. Here's the new story to bring you closer to peace. Jasmine and Gazania, The Journey Home. This story is about Jasmine and Gazania's journey to reunite Gazania with her colony, all things of friendship and kindness. Jasmine was a kind girl who lived in a quaint little house by the edge of the enchanted forest. One sunny morning, she noticed an ant carrying a leaf much larger than itself. The ant was Gazania, who had gotten separated from her colony. Feeling a tug at her heart, Jasmine kneeled down. "Are you lost, little one?" she asked softly. Gazania looked up with her tiny eyes and nodded. Jasmine gently offered her hand. "Let's find your way home." They traversed through the dense foliage, the sunlight filtering through the canopy creating a mosaic of light. Jasmine spoke softly to Gazania, telling her stories of the forest and its wonders. Gazania, in return, chirped about her colony and their adventures. They became fast friends. The path was not easy. They crossed streams and climbed over fallen logs. Gazania marveled at Jasmine's kindness and strength. "You're incredible," she said with gratitude. Jasmine smiled. "We all need a friend sometimes." As night fell, the forest began to glow with the light of fireflies. Jasmine and Gazania found a cozy spot under a large mushroom to rest. They shared their dreams and fears under the starlit sky. By morning, they resumed their journey, invigorated by their newfound friendship. After hours of walking, they finally found Gazania's colony, bustling with activity. The ants welcomed Gazania with open arms. Jasmine watched, with a relieved heart as Gazania was reunited with her family. "Thank you for bringing me home," Gazania said, her tiny voice filled with emotion. Jasmine nodded, her heart full. "You're always welcome, Gazania. A friend is forever." With that, Jasmine waved goodbye and made her way back to her little house, content and enriched by the journey they had shared. The enchanted forest seemed even more magical as she walked through it, knowing she had helped a friend find her way home. Now, we continue with another gentle story. Sakura and the Song of Frisia. This story is about a young girl named Sakura, who befriends a friendly ghost named Frisia, and learns the magical songs of the forest, discovering the true power of friendship. Once upon a time in a quaint village nestled between whispering forests and emerald valleys, lived a young girl named Sakura. She had hair as dark as a raven's wing and eyes that sparkled like the morning sun, dancing on deep kissed lids. Sakura spent her days exploring the woods, her ears always tuned to the symphony of birds that serenaded her. One day, while she sat beneath a cherry blossom tree, a gentle breeze carried a soft, melodious tune that was different from the others. Intrigued, Sakura followed the sound to a hidden grove where she met Frisia, a friendly ghost, with a voice as pure as crystalline streams. Frisia revealed that she was once a songbird, transformed by an ancient spell into a ghost who could only sing on the breeze. Together, they began to share their stories, and an unbreakable bond of friendship blossomed. Frisia taught Sakura the ancient songs of the forest, and in turn, Sakura shared her dreams and aspirations. As they spent time together, they became inseparable companions, each bringing comfort and joy to the other. One twilight evening, as the sky blushed with hues of pink and gold, Frisia led Sakura to a clearing where countless birds had gathered. With Frisia's encouragement, Sakura sang the song she had learned, her voice blending harmoniously with the chorus of the feathered ensemble. The grove seemed to shimmer with magic, and for a brief moment, Frisia's ghostly figure took on the vibrant colors of her former self, a beautiful songbird. Overwhelmed with emotion, Sakura realized that true friendship and love could transcend even the most mysterious barriers. As the last notes of the song faded into the dust, the birds took flight, carrying the joyous melody far and wide. Sakura knew that though Frisia was a ghost, their friendship was more real and enduring than anything she had ever known. From that night on, whenever the evening breeze whispered through the trees, Sakura could hear Frisia's song, a reminder that true friends are always near, even if unseen. And so, with a heart full of warmth and memories, Sakura went to bed each night under the cherry blossom tree, dreaming of their next adventure together. Here's another gentle tale to bring you comfort. Vinka and Amaryllis, the Magic of Books. This story is about a girl named Vinka who meets a magical ladybug named Amaryllis and discovers the wonders within books. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, a little girl named Vinka lived in a cozy cottage adorned with ivy and wildflowers. Every night before bed, Vinka would read a book, letting her imagination soar through worlds unknown. One evening as she settled in with a new book, a magical shimmer filled her room. To her surprise, a tiny ladybug named Amaryllis appeared on her windowsill. "Greetings," Vinka chirped Amaryllis. "I am a guardian of books, here to take you on a special adventure." Vinka's eyes widened with wonder as Amaryllis tapped the cover of the book with her tiny foot. Instantly, the book glowed and grew until it surrounded them entirely. They found themselves in a grand library, its shelves brimming with books of all shapes and sizes. Glittering light danced across the titles, illuminating the room in a warm glow. "Where are we?" Finkel whispered in awe. "This is the Library of Wonders," Amaryllis replied. "Every book here holds a world just waiting to be explored." Together, they wandered through the library, each step taking them to a different adventure. They sailed on pirate ships, danced at royal balls, and even flew with dragons in enchanted skies. With every turn of the page, they discovered new friends and learned valuable lessons. After what felt like both moments and lifetimes, Amaryllis turned to Vinka with a smile. "It's time to go home," she said softly. With a wave of her tiny wing, they were back in Vinka's bedroom, the book resting on her lap. Vinka felt a warm glow in her heart. "Will you come again?" she asked. Amaryllis nodded. "As long as there are books to read, I'll be here." From that night on, Vinka read with a newfound excitement, knowing that each story held the promise of magic and friendship. And every once in a while, she would catch a glimpse of Amaryllis, her tiny friend among the pages, reminding her of the magic that books could bring into her life. May tonight's tea bring you gentle rest.